Alright, we'll send out the link and got things set up here. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we are going to start with picking up on Shivers. So, pulled up the client here. I haven't actually connected yet to see what stuff we've got, but I know I've gotten quite a bit of stuff. Oh yeah. Lots of keys. Projector room key, UFO key, puzzle room key. I already had the torture room key. I don't remember getting that one, but yeah, we've got... Oh yeah, because we did the gallows, so... Kind of got most of our keys, other than... Egypt, generator, and shaman. So we've got a large chunk of the museum now that we can go to that we couldn't before. And there's a lot... I'm seeing a lot of pots here, also. So let's go ahead and... start.
Register.
Yeah. For a moment there, it looked like it was going to start a new game, but it actually did Archie up. Okay, where are my pots at here? Ashes in the library. We can go take care of that one right now. Every time I capture an Exupi, it's pot. That's not the right. Let's check. Every time I capture one of these guys, there's a possibility it'll be the last one that I need, because I don't know how many I need to complete the game. So grab that pot. I figured I'd just knock this out because I knew there was some stuff I'd be able to do right away. Then we're going to switch over and we're going to do Circle of the Moon, because I haven't actually started that game yet. So Ash is usually right here. Usually in a vanilla game, Ash is the first guy you catch because his pieces aren't randomized. Get him out of the way. Well, speaking of the factory needing to grow, Drixia, there you go. I'm assuming that's useful. Okay, can't get the slide check yet, so I can't get the wax pot. But I can get cloth from the eagle's nest. I turned too far. And then I guess we'll have to go around to the janitor's closet to get to cloth because we don't have the key to get into Egypt. It's a step towards progression. I get you. I could do the workshop checks too. I didn't have the workshop before, so we can knock those out really quick. Well, it looks like whatever was the puzzle for solving this, whatever was the reward for solving this puzzle, somebody has already... It looked like somebody had already gotten the check from it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being silly. No, I just saw the key and was being a dingus. Okay. So there's those checks we couldn't do before out of the way. I guess we'll go do cloth, and then we'll explore the back half of the second floor that we couldn't get to before. I mean, we'll explore it on the way we're going to cut through the UFO room. Hopefully, Sunday and Monday I expect to get longer streams in. And I realize to some of you, like, it's already Sunday, it's first thing in the morning, Sunday morning. No, it's still Saturday night for me. I haven't been to bed yet. That's how that works. No, UFO's this way. I always get these two doors mixed up. Okay, so we already did the first step of the final riddle, so we can do this one, which is align Mars and Venus, or love and war with Earth. It gives us this clue, which is not seeming to check off anything. I'm gonna eyeball the tracker just in case. Whenever somebody collects checks from the game, it kind of throws me off, because I'll do something and it's like, did I just not get it, or did the... Okay, that has already been marked as checked, so somebody that completed their game already got that check. Which I assume means that I could have done the next step without having to actually check that. I don't know, it gets confusing when puzzles get solved and you're not the one that solved them. That funny guy goes there, you're gonna go up there. These two are backwards. So one time I did that puzzle and it sent McDole the Stitch summon, and I thought that was really funny because Stitch had UFO symbols. Or it might have been this placard. One of these checks in this room that really matched Stitch being sent out. It made me laugh. I hear lightning, dude, that I can't catch here. We have the stuff to capture lightning. We can't actually capture him because normally he's the last one you catch, so you have to catch him in the generator room. There we go, that was the placard I was trying to find. And I don't have the key to get there, so I can catch him early because that's the setting that you can do in the randomizer. Also, I really like the music in the planetarium and the stairway. Yeah, there's a favorite song in this game. This is it. But I don't think anybody has ever done a remix of it. Okay, so this is a janitor closet. You can get cloth here. The only other place to get him is in Egypt. He's not guarding anything right now. This is the check for Erixia. This is the check that was BKing you one time, because I couldn't get into this room to actually catch that guy. Because I had the stuff to catch him, but I didn't have the key to get in. I want to do that plaque, and we need to set this one to red. Also, that guy in the janitor's closet is one of the two places that will always be guarding something. So if there's an item there, you cannot get it without catching the guy. Spooky, scary jump scare. I'm sorry, the wax god was, oh, nope, I'm gonna get hit. Super fast jump scare. Okay, and the Anansi spider. This I can't skip, so we get little music box about the spider creating the world. I like this tune too. This is a catchy little tune. And there's, speaking of the lightning guy, there's his pot piece that we can't use. And then this book that I always forget is in this room. Which, I don't think this one solves any puzzles, it's just lore thing. But it's funny, because that's the same spaceship that was in the room we were just in. Yeah, I can't go through the red door, because we haven't gone and solved the puzzle on the other side. Okay, let's see. So we already ruled out wax. Sand is in the ocean, which is a good place for sand, because I might be able to just catch him. Can't get to the lyre for that, but I could grab the 2 pieces for wood. So we'll grab the piece out of the UFO on our way back around. No, I didn't see that toothbrush. Do you trust a toothbrush that was hidden there by a spider is the question. Okay, before I go downstairs though, I'm gonna go poke at the puzzle room. Which has one puzzle that's really obnoxious that I'm gonna do in one go really quick, and then one puzzle that's obnoxious that I'm not going to do in one go. That way I can get these checks out of the way. Oh, I don't have to do this puzzle. Somebody collected the complete for that puzzle, so I don't even have to do Mastermind. So never mind. That's gonna be quick and easy. This puzzle is the one that Raz and Buttface, they did a Let's Play of this game, or puzzle stream, or whatever they used to do. And they spent like 2 hours reverse engineering this puzzle. And like charted out where every lever went and everything, and like they solved it. They did it without looking up a solution or anything, which is impressive, but I'm glad that they enjoyed solving it that way. I am not solving it that way. I've had this solution written down for 20 years. Okay, and I can't do this one because I can't do the check in the god room yet. They call this room the torture room, but they call it on the blueprints, they call it the man's inhumanity man, and I like that term more. But I guess it doesn't roll off the tongue as quick as torture. Treble was telling me that there was something in Circle of the Moon that he needed, and I don't have any hints from Treble for Circle of the Moon, so I don't know if he's thinking of a different game. He's got stuff pinned for me in Mega Man, but it's all in Wily's Castle, so that's gonna be a while. Okay, Wax, you already attacked us a minute ago. We don't need to deal with you again. Go away. Okay, can I get Woodman from the workshop is the question. Because otherwise he's kind of out of the way right now. I don't hear him in here. Yo, I'm gonna I'll just stash the pot for a minute and I'll go deal with the ocean room and come back. So with Archie, if I save the game and quit, actually won't leave that pot there. It'll put it back to wherever Archie randomized it. Which I had to figure out. There's not actually anything in the greenhouse room, unless for whatever reason sand's not in the ocean. I can go there. But it sounds like sand's here right now, so I should be able to get the pot piece and just capture him. I'm gonna reveal Atlantis. Sand's right there. He's a sand castle. He can wait just a moment longer. And there's his pot. Get rid of this jerk. Those blueprints had an ice trap in them. Oh. Jocelyn is not immune to ice traps. Okay, there's this one plaque I always forget is back here. It didn't seem like it actually had a check today because it's already been claimed. Okay. Siren Song. And now I get to do it. There was an ice trap there too. Okay, I haven't actually found the clue for this story yet, but luckily it's the same every time. And I have the ability to go do it. First time I did this maze with this music playing, it freaked me out. But I thought that the voice was like an audio clue. Yeah, like when it's saying over here, like I thought like that was actually a hint, like you were needing to go that way. Okay, and luckily we got oil out of the way already, so we don't have to backtrack through the maze. And there's nothing up there yet, but... Oh, we actually got an item for Shivers from a purple guy. Okay. I think... Other than trying to go hunt down Woodman, the only other thing I can do right now is go do the projector room. I quoted that line to my nephew because he was watching some video about FNAF, and it immediately cut in the audio of Markiplier saying that line, and he just gave me this look. Well, Metal Man is up here, but he's gonna have to stay. And there's not even an item that revealed on the stage. So aside from catching Woodman, I'm out of things that I can do in Shivers. On that note, has anybody sent me a place that keeps... Okay, I have the check that says the wood should be always available in the workshop, so I'm not sure why he wasn't there before when I was there. And there are ways to juke them places, but... See, he's not here. Oh, yeah, he is here. Okay, good. He was just being very quiet. Hey, lucky emblem. Okay. Just confirming, yeah. Can't get the slide yet, because I need to get the last skull in the god room for that. So I can't get the lyre either, because it's the same room. And I can get both pieces of the lightning pot, but I can't do anything with it. And then Metal Man's pot is just nowhere to be seen. So that is BK. Hello again. Welcome to the stream. I'm just finishing up with Shivers, and I'm going to be switching over to Circle of the Moon. So I'm going to put that up. So I'll go ahead and close off this. I mean, Shivers is pretty close to being done at this point. I think it's at 82%. I think it just took the lead of the games that aren't finished. No, actually, there's a Mario World one that's ahead of it, but Let's go ahead and get this running. And I'll switch the view over once it's all finalized. Every time I change games, the OBS wants to forget what game is. So I had to go in and be like, no, this is the right name for the window that you want. Okay, now why are you not showing BizHawk? See, this is exactly the shenanigans that I was trying to not have on stream. What's funny about this is because you have auto dash, it messes when you go into the little like attract mode here. It messes it up because you're moving so much faster than the game expects you to. Just a silly little quirk. Okay. I gotta shuffle my windows around here. Again. So that I can still see my checks while I'm looking at chat. And we're gonna start and get a bunch of items here because I have not loaded into this game yet. And I'm gonna be putting my name in as Gradient. So what that does is it's gonna put me in the fighter mode where I have more attack power, but you normally don't get the card system that you use. Well, this is Archie, and I get the cards as items anyway, so I can have the attack power and get the cards. And now all the items. What's funny is I already have like the rock boots, but I don't have any of the keys to access places. So having the boots does not open up as much of the castle as you would think. Now I have like way more hit points than I should ever have for this part of the game. Oh, the trick is trying to have the tracker up also. Oh, I can move the tracker. Okay. It's like trying to make it so I can see all these windows at the same time. Best song in the game is unfortunately the very first song that you hear. But Awake is a bop. And I'm glad that Konami has agreed because it's been getting a lot of love in other places. Like Smash Brothers and Vampire Survivors. Well, amazingly, I can already go off the normal starting path and get some checks early on over here. Oh, I was trying to jump like in Symphony of the Night, and it's actually a lot easier in Circle of the Moon because you just have a dedicated button for that. Yeah, normally you have to sit there and freeze those guys like it's a Metroid game. Okay, good. Archie is auto-tracking on the tracker. Last time I messed with Circle of the Moon, it did not. So I got this game on launch day with my Game Boy Advance. That guy dropped a double grip, so if I could get another one of those early on, that would be way broken. Fighting this guy because he gives worth a bunch of experience that I actually need early on. Take a knife. I don't really want a knife, but Fire Temple Key. That's normally where you get the ability to dash. Okay, I can't do the check in the room above me yet, so... This is not as good of a Archie game as Soten, but it is one that you don't have to mess with App World and stuff with, so... But mainly it just doesn't have as many interesting items to give you as Archie checks. So you have the cards, which I didn't even look and see what cards I had. Oh, Jupiter Griffin, that's what Nathan's weapon is in Vampire Survivors. Basically. Okay, I do have the summon. I don't have the unicorn, but I can summon Thunderbird, which is my preferred way of dealing with Dracula at the end of the game. Alright, don't have double jump yet. Which, we'll get that somewhere in this area. There's no way that we're not going to get it here. $20. I do know that McDole's got a, I think, final form down here somewhere. Save room's over here. Yeah, this is the room I want to loop around in. Yeah, there's the double jump right there. I think they just forced that to be local, or I set it to be local or something. Because it kind of needs to be like a Spear Zero check. Although maybe not as much when you've got the gravity boots, but... Fire Rod, don't tell Bonnie Vaughn. And then go up from here first. Well, that's actually my item. Except it wasn't. It was still a... That's weird that it was not the Archie symbol. Like that way, it was just the normal right in the game. This big item, it's a piece of heart. Okay. Big item is apparently subjective. Purple guy has left us. I can see that. Like, oh, this is a life up, but it's a life up for a different game. I wasn't sure because Soten isn't a core game or whatever the games that you don't need custom app worlds for. Interesting. There's all these weird, like, one-way paths that they like to do in this game. It's a Robo-Woman. Yeah, this is the other side of that room. This is a game that I need to have a tracker for still because I don't have the maps as memorized. Oh yeah, I agree with you. I thought it was weird. Like, oh, here's a bunch of games finished. It's like, I haven't even started all my games yet. I mean, granted, part of that's just, because of my work schedule. It looks like there's an item down there that already got picked up. Just on my tracker, it looks like it's already been picked up. Okay. It was still there on my screen game because I hadn't picked it up, but the actual check has been sent out. Okay. That's why the tracker marked it as being gone. Can't go that way, I gotta go down and around. Yeah, I set it to the fighter mode for this game because I just like being able to take enemies out faster with melee attacks. It makes grinding or running through areas faster. And the big downside's gone by playing it on Archie. There's a save room up here I'll grab. Sadly, have not got the other double grips yet. Intelligence is a stat that doesn't matter for anything. So I guess we'll just go with the double gauntlets. If I get another double grips, that'll just hold me over to like the end of the game, honestly. There's McDowell's final form. I'm going to let him know since he hinted it. Let him know, because I just assume like when they hint something it means it's something that they actually would like to know when they get it. If I remember right, in this game the intelligence stat is the one that only affects how fast your MP regens. So boosting your intelligence is not worth doing, like, ever. haven't hit anything yet, but I do have on my Shivers, it auto hints out the Egypt key, and it hints what the solution to one puzzle is. And that's because I have different YAMLs, and like I was goofing around with them being themed around the different characters in the game. So it's like, okay, this character is going to know where this is because of this. And try to make like progression spots that fit them, but I don't know that I ever actually noticed it make an effect from how the actual game played out, but it was a silly idea that I had at one point. But also, like in the Limit Break ones, I have to hint stuff because people just don't check their games. There's literally somebody that hasn't started their February game yet, and we're at the 15th now. Actually, that's worth putting on. Okay, this is normally where you get the double jump. I don't know how useful that would be to Brick Road, but I don't know Metroid Prime at all, so. But it seems like the kind of thing that might be a useful item to have for X-ray visor. Okay. I think that's all I can do in this. I keep shuffling windows and it's a mess. Yeah, that's all the checks I can get in the catacombs. Remember grinding EXP off these guys back in the day. No clock. Okay. There's a check like right here somewhere. Or is it just the open door? Okay. It's the other side that has the lock. Well, there's something for the factory. Yeah, this is where you need to have the double jump or you can't progress. I mean, that's true in real life, too. This song is always going to be this song that plays in half of Circle of the Moon for me, even though it's not even a song from this game. It's from, like, Bloodlines. But it's just the song that plays in half this game to me. Oh, this is open. I'm not going this way, but that's interesting. That zone is a big fat nope. Don't want nothing to do with it. Save room must be on the other side of this. Or not save room, it's a check. Save room's up. But it's a check I can't get anyway. There's the save room. And yay for the check that they don't normally expect you to have that early. Hey! That's nice. Like, found my own heart of glad, losers. Thanks for nothing. Excuse me, jerk. There we go. I do like the little Archie sprite that they put in for this game. And also in a general sense, like I think that like the way that I have the little Archie symbol being held by my character and the layout is silly. Okay, just looking at the map, because with having the jump but not having like the tackle and the heavy boots or whatever it is that lets you push blocks does make things interesting. And the problem with using like those two types of blocks in general is that it's very hard to think of where I have access to off the top of my head because they're silly. That must be, that's not the, this is not the room that I thought I was in. Here's where we started. And what's funny is that there is like an obnoxious to get check somewhere down here. And that's one of the things that's already been claimed. But it's funny that that's one of the checks that got taken already. That's always a check that I forget is there. Oh. I mean, we might as well Is this the room? Yeah. There's nothing up here, but I might as well fill in the map. Normally you'd get a card there. It's like that's one of the hidden cards. But or do you just figure like people don't want to sit here and spend forever looking for the cards? Okay, and this is where the teleporter room is that I don't have access to till I go through another teleporter. Not only is that a tricky room to check, but also I have the Nintendo Power Guide for Circle of the Moon because I got the game when the Game Boy Advance came out, and they sent the special like Game Boy Advance preview issue out before the Game Boy Advance was out that had walkthroughs for a handful of the games that were launch titles. And that room is not on the map that is in that guide. So that is one check that I always forget about, would always forget about. And so like now it's just engraved in my memory because I remember that it's there because it's not on the map that I had. Like I still have that guide. To go around and up to get to the other side of that section. That's the other thing that makes Circle of the Moon confusing is you have like a room like this that's just basically just all that run around just to go to this square that's just above where we were. Yeah, I specifically still have the guide for this, and I have there's like 2 issues that had sections about the battle arena area. And that just happens to be the issues that I still have on hand for whatever reason. So I can do like silly later check that they wouldn't expect you to get from this angle normally. Because of the silly rock boots. Excuse me, Nathan. Thank you. This room is totally designed for you to take the wall kick boots, whatever they're called, to go up. And I actually come over this way. This is the rock wings half of the room. You know, my problem is like I'm kind of low hit points for these jerks. So maybe don't mess with that. 3 hit points. And also, I was gonna say I don't have the MP to do that, but it looks like I do. But I can do this. Even though I don't have the card. I'm not above using this glitch. Well, there are checks in that room, but like, I might come back when I have more hit points or more damage. Meat. And the drop rates have been buffed, I feel like. To be fair, I've never played the game, so I don't know if RGing it first time is the best way to learn. Somehow I just circumvented the save room entirely down there. What's funny is that I can go to the final area of the game. Do I want to do that this low level? No. But I totally could go there. There's not anything stopping me from getting the majority of the checks there, other than my own squishiness. I think that made a different sound effect because it was an ice trap. Like, it didn't make the same. I swear the sound effect was different when I picked that up. Like, it didn't make that little sound. It made like something else. And the best part about having this already, it wasn't Raz's trap, so it wasn't a nice one. I don't even know if Raz has gotten his trap yet. This is the stuff that's nice to not have to deal with using the cards to freeze the enemies. It's like the only reason the brain floats exist. I might keep out the... Whatever for now. Okay, this way opens up the warp room. You know, Dracula's got to learn to not leave those big buttons that explode random walls laying around his castle. These guys, I remember, they drop a card in the normal game, and they jerks. I appreciate that the witches explode when they die for whatever reason. It makes no sense, but that makes it all the more funny. So I can't go through that door. So I need to actually go back to the save point is what I need to do. Now game, you could drop another double grip. I would enjoy that. Let's go to the end of this hallway. I think it's funny that Circle the Moon goes, oh, you like these axe armor enemies? We're gonna make like a million versions of them. Look, it just takes it out of the queue for something else to be helpful. Oh, checks right further. I mean, I do need to go through that door, but let's get the checks. Excuse me, Fleeman. Yeah, see, it made a different sound effect. That time I know I didn't hallucinate it. Like, it sounded like a enemy attack of some kind. Look, I feel bad about the ice traps, but I'm not the one that set the YAML to put like 100 ice traps out there. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to deliberately send one out. Hey, double grip. Yeah, there we go. Look at those stats. Oh, now you're just all gonna drop them. Is that how this is gonna go? It sure is. I do appreciate they dropped them even if they run into me and die. That might not be the best combination that I could have, but I think it's a pretty good one for most of the game. The meat drops are actually remotely useful. Oh, that was already... That one's already been taken and I missed another check over here. It looks like it's also already gone. But... it's gonna bother me that it's, like, not on my map. Plus it gets rid of it on the little number on my tracker also. Not the pop tracker I'm using, but the one in the... Heck! I bumped my mouse by accident. But the like tracker above Nathan here that says 1. Which is surprisingly not as useful as you would think, because not every item is in the zone that it seems like it should be in. Certain rooms get counted as a different zone as far as that tracker goes. And I don't know why. I actually don't know if that applies to the pop tracker version down there, but like the normal zone maps don't always line up 100% with what the tracker says. Excuse me, I keep that, please. Like, the only other check we have in this area is the boss check. And I may have to backtrack because I won't be able to leave the zone the way that they intend you to. Probably could have just done that instead of doing the Thunderbird the first time, but I like the Thunderbird. I can't go that way, but I can I can work my way to the teleporter. Because normally you get the tackle will let you break the blocks there, and then you can just take the short way out of the zone. Like that Thunderbird sprite, I used that in one of my sprite comics back in the day. I used that when I used one of the demons that's in this castle somewhere. It's usually like Thunderbird's usually the way that I deal with Dracula in his final phase. When he changes into an eyeball surrounded by bats and you have to hit him, like it's just. At one point I had sprite comics on Bob and George. That's where the little dude that's on my. That's where my little icon guy is from. And actually, I had help with that particular sprite with Rand Cossack, which is, if you read Bob and George, like his character's in it. Rand is a character in Bob and George and a bunch of the fan comics, but the guy himself used to be a friend. I actually randomly ran into him, of all places. I ran into him in Mega Man X Dive. And we played for a while together on the same team until that game shut down. I'm just saying, like, people might know the character, but I don't necessarily know that it was somebody's OC that wasn't just a character made up for the comic. I had comics on their webpage until the guy that ran CaptainN.net had a hissy fit with them. There was silly drama. Okay, I don't think it's worth going. Well, there's a handful of checks I could get that way, actually. I just can't go to the main zones off this way. I gave somebody on Talking Time Bob and George PTSD because I posted my dot hack Mega Man sprite edits the other day. You heard the sound effect that time, right? Like you heard the ice trap sound different. Or you LOLing at something else. Because it's a funny sound effect, I like it. Yeah, there's one check I can get that's like right at the front door of the castle. It's silly to me that you don't actually start going through the front door of the castle in this game, but it's still there. Even aside from like doing the comics, like I just used to enjoy like doing sprite edits for Mega Man 7 style. I think I sent you a mirror. You can give it to that girl in the one town and she'll give you a spell. Where's that other check? Backtrack my way out. Yeah, now I kind of do, like, I still do the sprite edits, but now I kind of just do the record keeper style. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm okay. I can't go to this room. So why does the tracker say I can get a check this way? Because that's not the route. That's no. There's totally. The tracker says that I can get a room at the end of this, but I can't because I can't go through that door. That's weird. Yeah, I want to do Bravely Default Perlers to send as prizes for Limit Break this year. And I'm going to do Golbez and Tella, but it's going to be Golbez in his little mini form that he's in at the end of FF4 when you're fighting Zemus, I think. And then Tella is going to be Tella when he's dead and he's just a blob. But I haven't pulled out my Perler since I moved. I might as well get the save room that I somehow ignored. So, Agnes and Adea have Octopath style sprites. They have Octopath style sprites, and two of the people from Chew have sprites. Because they were in the Octopath Gacha game. There's also 2B and 9S and A2, I think. 2B for sure. I'm not sure about the others. I know people from not from second, from 2. So I think Elvis and somebody else. I forget their characters' names in that one. I want to go down around. I wish that you and Magnolia had Octopath sprites. I like Magnolia a lot. I mean, there may be more than it's been a while since I've looked at them, so there could be some that I'm not remembering, or could be just ones that they've added. I don't know, I'll have to check Spider's resource sometime. For whatever reason, there's like a sprite of Cecil as a Zeromus monster thing in Octopath style. And there's like triangle strategy characters in that Octopath game. Like it's weird. There's a lot to go through there. I think it's the game that Octopath Zero is based on, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, I lost my... Oh. That's okay, this might actually be better for that guy anyway. Well, the thing is that there's more than one Octopath phone game, so that's part of why I'm not sure. There was a Bravely game too that had characters from all the Bravely games too, but it's shut down. That's some fun art though. Like I was looking it up because like that's where you'd get like really good art of like the Asterisk characters and stuff. I made a Bravely Default 2 White Mage outfit because I liked the design of the White Mage in 2. Okay, let's... I made a Pope Agnes outfit once too. I actually wore that in-game to McDole and his husband's in-game wedding renewal. Which is a sentence that I just said. Yeah, down here's where the teleport room is. I get the top checks from this room down here. If I remember right, these guys dropped spiced meat, which could be a good drop. This check's gonna be something that already got taken. I appreciate that I can see that though. It's handy that I can still see that on the tracker. Hello, random FF3 music that was at the beginning of the game. Oh! There's Raz's item that he insisted he started the game with. Ms. Raz said he had to have the damage numbers on to play Soten, and... You do you, my friend. Now he has 2 orbs. He can ponder the orbs. I wonder, can I just don't think he can. I wonder if he can go through the back way here and fight Camilla, but I don't think he can because I think it's blocked by something. If I can avoid doing this zone in the normal game, I will gladly avoid it. This is the other song that's unique to this game, because most of the music in this game is remixes. I don't know why the peanuts in particular seem like they're a very common Archie item, because I only remember there being peanuts in one place in Symphony of the Night. But it seems like I see them as a Archie item a lot. And they're not even a useful Archie item because peanuts are hard to eat. Honestly, that diamond armor might be worth throwing on, because the intelligence isn't doing anything for me. Oh, there was a trap sent out that wasn't a trap for Jocelyn. And also wasn't Raz's ice trap. There's two checks here, and one has already been picked up. The one up there, I think, is the one that's already been picked up. And thank goodness we're not having to do grain floats. If I remember right, the tracker calls this room like the brain and the brawn room, because you have the half with the, yeah, the brain side and the brawn side. That's the one that's gone. And there's gonna be a room like... Excuse me, jerk. There's another check, like, right around here that's already been taken, I think. Or maybe it's coming in from the other side or something. Oh no, it's just an empty square. That dang sound effect. So I can kind of finish off this zone for, like, the most part. And then, with the exception of the final area of the game that I'm not going to go into, be, like, soft BK'd, I guess. I was gonna say, there's like a way to get that, you jerk. That's the dude that I used the sprite of that I mentioned before. Rain floats. Well, there, Rixie, I sent you something that wasn't a factory thing. It wasn't a useful thing, but it was still a thing. It was sent graciously. Was there only one of those in SMZ3 also? Okay. There's two, okay. It's interesting how some games have stuff like that, and then you get... I know there's like a 5 rupee drop that you get in Zelda, and it can randomize one of your shop items and cost 100 rupees to get the 5 rupees. And because your shop items look like rupees anyway when you're shuffling, it can be very frustrating if you don't realize that that's what it can be. Circle of the Moon loves these big, like, meandering rooms of random platforms to maneuver around. Here's the question: if Raz doesn't get his ice trap sent to him, and he clears the game, and then the ice trap gets sent afterward, does that mean that nobody gets the quote-unquote prize? Save room. Hi, Hugh. Bye, Hugh. You know, Hugh, how did this guy kick your butt? Oh, this is the button that opens these things that are already open for whatever reason. So they already open because somebody sent me this check, or because they're still on my tracker as this being a... Like, the tracker's still saying that that's a thing that I can do. Dramatic point. There's missiles. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head to the save point here and get out of Circle the Moon, because again, not technically BK'd, but soft BK'd. Question is, where are we going to go from here? I think the obvious answer there. I can get rid of that tracker. Just to do this. Okay. And we're gonna get a million items here as soon as we start. Like, they're just gonna fly by here. Like, good luck even trying to read them all. Okay, so we have 2 Vlads now. The holy symbol. And so we actually don't have very many relics yet. But no gold ring yet. And no holy glasses. Oh, it's still sending out stuff. Hang on. Let's maybe not jump the gun too fast here. Oh, spike breaker. Okay, you're done now. Okay, now I've got some kind of a... There's 3 Vlads. Fairy and ghost, no demon card. For whatever reason, this song got me a copyright flag. I forget that I don't have jump. Or ice traps. So do not have the Jewel of Open. Big money, no whammies. I did get that one. I wasn't sure. Because this is where I was at when Archie crashed the other day. One sec. I had to step away for a sec there, help my dad, but I'm back. Well, now I have the rock and the wolf. I can do the one trick in the entrance that I... Usually it's one of the last things I do in Archie. I wanted to move that back into view. I got about a half hour before I should try to get sleep. That's only because, for whatever reason, my work schedule is spunky tomorrow. It's a very interesting song choice for this zone. It's normally an annoying room to get all the checks in sometimes. Hey, it's a morph ball. Well, I hope you weren't building your science. I don't think I'm ever going to top the one Archie with the traps. No, my X. Oh, I forgot I have a cube of Zoe. I just didn't even think of that one. I wasn't actually trying to hit the gear, but I'll take it. Excuse me, Spike. Honestly, that gear quality of life option in the YAML is probably the best setting in the entire thing. Because I hate that secret. I think Brick Road realizes that there was a morph ball sent out. I mean, he's always dunking on me. That's nothing new. I'm glad even though I do these at weird times, like I've still had audience each time I've done these. I love the sound effects of those guys. They're so silly. They're funnier when they don't die in one hit, but still, they're funny. Going with Soul, and I didn't even use Soul Steel. Do you know how long it's been since I've come to this area from this direction? It doesn't happen very often. Okay. I'm gonna come get all the prologue stuff. I got the prologue stuff because if you watch the little video that the librarian sells of Richter fighting Dracula, he comes up here and gets all these items. And there's items, like, they're a la carte items up here that don't do anything for Richter, but it's just kind of a fun little Easter egg. I hate trying to do this check without mist. Because I'm pretty sure these guys will just keep respawning. And they're jerks. I think my main option at this point is to I can backtrack through the chapel backwards. And I won't be able to leave at the bottom. And I can do some stuff at entrance, and I can sneak into the underwater, the underground gallery, or whatever it's called. Best song. They added to Vampire Survivors, but the better version of Vampire Survivors is not as good as the original. Yeah, this is up here. I could have come this way and just didn't at the start, because I had the boots already, but... The actual item at the end of this hallway, if I remember right, is kind of tricky to get if all you have is the gravity boots. It's tricky to get into that nook. Well, I don't want to hear it, Brick Road. Besides, that's not a Spirit Zero check. That needed some uppies. I am kind of curious to see Raz's reaction to that particular trick. I don't know how good his tracker that he has is. The game really wants me to have 100 Heaven Swords. Symphony of the Night Archipelago now comes with the award-winning attack item Heaven Sword, and no limits on playtime. Okay, I'm kind of getting messed up now because I'm just getting beaten up by mermen. Yeah, so I have a set in the YAML that I can come in the back way here. It's an important thing to remember if you set that setting, because I forgot. And this is the last area of the game that I got to. I'm still curious where the very familiar song is gonna end up. Hey, it's actually an item for me. I wasn't sure if there were any other underwater items there, so I just want to check. Well, I already knew that I could get a crystal room because there's one at the library, in the librarian's shop. This one's free. I hope those arrows were worth it, Raz. The real question is, did the morph ball mean that Rick Road figured out how to open that door he couldn't figure out how to open? I could go through that way, but why bother? That's still a funny puzzle to me. Oh, I knew this song was going to show up somewhere. I hate this song. We're already taking on one Cerberus today. And about second Cerberus. Fortunately, no demon familiar. Think of it. When I was setting up my stream layouts, my mouse gets on the screen a lot. I'm sure there's a thing I could set in OBS to fix it, but actually, I think this might be good backtrack to the entrance and save moment. Because it is about that time. As much as I would love to push this until I hit BK, or even just clear out the bottom of the castle, unfortunately, sleeping needs to happen. Let's just see here. So at this point, we are at 7,018 checks total out of the 12,459. That's 56% of the checks are done. With 5 of the 39 games completed, which is 12%. See what my personal progress is, which is going to be on the lower end. So this is just like for my own curiosity and just see how much total progress has been made since I started today. So 456 out of my Total 1,090 personal check. So I'm at 41%. I've done about 150 checks today exactly. I'm curious how much those numbers are going to go up, even just by the time I get to streaming tomorrow. If any other games are going to get cleared or how things are going to go. But that's going to be it for tonight. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day or night, whatever it is.